I came across the darknet. It's the who go to the dark web. And it's the terrorists who use Bitcoin. Before we start, let me tell you my story. Everything started in 2009. At that time, I had just finished my studies and I returned to France to work, full of hope for the years to come. Thanks to my language skills and my experience abroad, I was able to find a job in the field of import-export. It was a very tiring job. I was busy as hell. In 2010, or was it 2011, I don't remember. I don't remember exactly, but I got exposed at the time to YouTube. And I liked it a lot. I'm someone who liked sharing what I learned, so I started my channels and I started sharing everything I was learning in the import-export business. I shared my videos, with family and friends, but my websites and YouTube channels slowly started to attract fans and like-minded creators too. Speaking of friends, that brings us to 2013. I had this friend who kept mentioning this BTC thing to me. I was confused and he wasn't helping because he was very excited about it. He was very passionate. But I didn't take his word to heart at all. After that, I did some research at the time. And as I didn't quite understand what was all that Bitcoin thing, I wanted to at least get an idea of what my crazy friend was speaking about. But unfortunately, while doing my research, I came across the darknet, the deep web, the Silk Road website even, and people started telling me that it's the who go to the dark web and it's the terrorists who use Bitcoin. So I decided to put all that stuff aside. That brings us to 2015. At the time, Ethereum was launched and my friend came to tell me about this crypto thing again and tried to explain me what a great project it was. And it was starting to whet my curiosity, but I'm a very cautious guy, so I decided to watch all the stuff unfold from far away. I simply chose to wait and see. And I missed, of course, another very big opportunity then. This one I regret even more because at that time, it was not like 2013. Crypto communities were really starting to take hold. And information about this crypto technology was becoming more and more accessible. If I could go back in time, I'd slap myself in the face. Over the next few years, my interest in USDT and P2P arose. I started to use crypto myself because it is useful, for example, for international money transfers. I used P2P platforms on centralized exchanges. I was blown away by the speed of the transactions. At that time, sending a wire transfer from France to China could take me up to 2 weeks. And sometimes the banks would even lose the trace of my funds for a while. This technology was becoming more and more attractive to me. Not as an investment, sadly, but as a useful tool I could use every day. It's fast, it's efficient. So yes, I started to use crypto. In 2017, the market was very hot and I started to feel the potential of all of that for investment purposes. So I gave it a try and I participated in an ICO. At first it was great. I was very excited and I invested in another ICO. I thought that I was a good investor. I could do it because it was easy for me. But I didn't know it, but there were two problems. The first one is that when you are in a bull market, even if you are a bad investor, it's still hard to lose money. And the second one is that I was not investing. I was gambling. And of course, everything broke in 2018 and I lost a lot. I went, from feeling at the top of the world to being very depressed. But it was one of the worst moments of my life. Of course, I still had my job in the import-export business, but I felt like I was stuck. I didn't know how to go to the next level. In 2021, At the time, we had a small bull market and I started to get hope again. So I started to learn and to learn investing, to learn to control my emotions and to pay more attention to mainstream coins. Little by little, I started getting the hang of cryptocurrency investing. My strategy was to buy Bitcoin and to invest in solid and useful projects like Alchemy Pay. I thought at the time that practicality and real-world use cases were very important. In February 2022, I bought some Bitcoins at 30K, and even if the market fell after that, I didn't sell like I would have in the past. And my patience paid off, obviously. At the end of 2023, when the price was higher than 30K, I sold the Bitcoins I had. I didn't make much. For me, it was really more like a personal victory. Being more confident about my capacity to trade cryptocurrencies and managing my risk better, I started playing with altcoins like Bonk and others. And I started to really make a buck with crypto. And with altcoins and meme coins, I also began to understand the power of communities. Before that, I only invested in projects with real use cases. But now I could understand why buying meme coins could also make some sense sometimes. Anyway, that brings us to today, at least to early 2024. I made some money with SHIB, Dodge, and a lot of meme coins, and I'm happy to say that now I'm finally no longer stuck in my import-export job. I retired and I moved to New Zealand to start my new life in our small farm here. And as I told you, I like to share. And that's what I plan to do on this channel. See you in the next video.